Imagine a bright flash in the sky, brighter than the sun itself. In a single moment, an entire city could change forever. A nuclear explosion is one of the most destructive events humanity has ever created. When a nuclear bomb detonates, it releases an unimaginable amount of energy in just a fraction of a second. This energy comes from nuclear reactions inside the weapon, where atoms split apart and release massive heat, radiation, and blast power. Within milliseconds of detonation, a massive fireball forms that can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. Buildings close to the explosion are instantly vaporized. Steel melts, concrete shatters, and everything within the immediate blast radius is destroyed. The first deadly effect is the blast wave. This powerful shockwave travels faster than the speed of sound and crushes buildings, vehicles, and infrastructure. Windows shatter miles away from the explosion. Entire neighborhoods can collapse under the pressure. People caught near the blast may not even hear the explosion before the shockwave reaches them. The second devastating effect is thermal radiation. The heat produced by a nuclear explosion can ignite fires across a huge area. Skin burns instantly for anyone exposed to the flash. Clothes and trees can catch fire in seconds. This is why nuclear explosions often create massive firestorms, where entire cities begin to burn uncontrollably. The third danger is nuclear radiation. Invisible but deadly, radiation can cause severe illness and long-term health problems. People exposed to high levels may suffer radiation sickness within hours or days. Long-term exposure increases the risk of cancer and other diseases. History already witnessed this power during the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were devastated by nuclear bombs dropped during the final days of World War II. In Hiroshima alone, tens of thousands of people died instantly, and many more suffered from radiation in the years that followed. The explosions changed the world forever and demonstrated the terrifying destructive capability of nuclear weapons. But could anyone survive a nuclear explosion? Survival depends largely on distance from the blast and how quickly you take shelter. Those very close to the explosion would have little chance. However, people farther away might survive if they take immediate protective actions. Experts recommend getting inside the nearest strong building as quickly as possible. The best protection is underground, such as a basement or bunker, where thick walls and soil can block radiation. Another major danger after the explosion is radioactive fallout. Fallout consists of radioactive dust and debris that rises into the atmosphere and later falls back to the ground. This fallout can contaminate large areas and remain dangerous for hours or even days. Staying indoors, sealing windows and doors, and avoiding outside exposure are critical steps for survival. If someone was outside during the explosion, removing contaminated clothing and washing the body with clean water can significantly reduce radiation exposure. Authorities also recommend staying sheltered for at least 24 hours or until emergency instructions are given. Today, nuclear weapons remain part of the arsenals of several powerful nations. These weapons are far more advanced than the bombs used in 1945. Modern nuclear warheads can be many times more powerful, capable of destroying entire metropolitan areas. Military strategists and defense experts continuously study the effects of these weapons and develop systems designed to prevent nuclear war. Despite the terrifying potential of nuclear weapons, many experts believe that global nuclear deterrence has actually prevented large-scale wars between major powers. Still, the possibility of a nuclear attack remains one of the most serious threats to global security. Understanding how nuclear weapons work and how to respond during an emergency could save lives. While no defense is perfect against such destructive power, knowledge and preparation can increase the chances of survival. A nuclear explosion would be one of the most catastrophic events imaginable, but humanity has learned from history. Awareness, preparedness, and global cooperation remain essential to ensuring that the destructive power of nuclear weapons is never used again.